So Shonen Jump has came out with a new manga that has highly piqued my interest, and it's called Alien's Headbutt, and it is written by the mangaka known as Akira Inoue. And apparently, Akira Inoue ain't really known for much except for the one-shots that he made for Shonen Jump, but it looks like this is going to be his first, I can't necessarily say long-running series because it only has 7 chapters out. So with that being said, while we go ahead and jump into the world of Alien Headbutt, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my videos. And you guys make sure to hit the hype button if you are watching this on your YouTube mobile app. It really takes the channel a long way. So let's go ahead and jump into the world of Alien Headbutt. First of all, crazy ass title to be calling this shit Alien Headbutt, but I'll go ahead and get straight into the premise of it. Basically, the main character goes by the name of Oga Shirokiba, and his dreams is to become a wrestler. But apparently, with his big family, who he does not want to leave because he lives on this secluded island. He does not want to leave his family, so instead of him becoming a wrestler, because he has to go to the mainland to become a wrestler, he decides to become a fisherman. But his family was like, no, don't do that for our sake, become a wrestler. They literally sent videos of his training regimen to the wrestling company, and apparently he passed it. All he has to do is just take his physical, which he's still working out, so he's actually nice and fit. And Oga made a promise. He said, I won't get in contact with my family unless I win a championship belt in wrestling. And when he left, it showed his grind, it showed his drive, and he was fighting these wrestlers, and apparently he was the heel, and he goes by the name of Hellhound. That was the name of his wrestling name, Oga the Hellhound. And basically he won a championship. But as soon as he won a championship, he said, fuck that, I'm going home, because he said, I'm not getting in contact with my family, and I'm not returning to this island until I am a champion. And he gets on the boat and he goes on the island, but things are not as what they seem, because this island is invaded by aliens. What the fuck? No one knows why, because it's only 7 chapters. You know, we gotta get the big oh my god moment as to why these aliens are even invading the island. And the funny thing about it is, it looks like it's just on the island. It's not even on the mainland. It's not in the mainland city. Because when Oga got there, he realized that everything was quiet. There was a wreck. He had a man with him, but that man died instantly because that alien came out of nowhere and just chopped his head off. So Oga was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to fight you. But the thing about it is, with Oga is when he tried to fight this alien, he was getting bested. But he started remembering his training that he had with his mentor when he was in the mainland. And apparently that gave him a second win, and he beat the alien. But then the alien stabbed him with a parasite, and he passed out. He woke up to a kid who goes by the name of Haruya, who brought him in, and he woke up, and apparently he was strong, he was healed. Apparently, thanks to whatever the hell that alien stabbed him with, it's now enhancing his strength. And the funny thing about Oga, the main thing what I like about Oga is he's like, I shouldn't be using this, it's a curse. No, Oga said, fuck that, I'm using this parasite to the most of its ability so I can find my family. Because apparently the aliens have kidnapped the people on the island. Now it is confirmed that some of his family has been captured, but he hasn't saved them yet. We're on chapter 7. And the funny thing about it is, since he was a wrestler, he's fighting these aliens using wrestling moves, dragon twists, suplexes, power bombs, dragon screw. If you don't know what dragon screw is, literally grab your leg and twist it. But the funny thing about it is, he always liked to add a GTH to the move. So I'm not sure if that is an homage to CM Punk, because it sounds like Akira Inoue is a big wrestling fan. Every time he fights an alien, it's GTH suplex, GTH dragon screw, GTH power bomb type of deal. And I like it because the animation of the manga is dope. Now, the one problem I had with Alien Headbutt is, please don't let him be the only character who's doing this. Like, please don't let him be the only, the end-all, be-all character who's fighting these aliens. I feel like he needs a squad, or he needs a team. And funny enough, Haruya, who is apparently a big fan of Oga, literally said, Mister, can you help me save my brother? Come to find out, his brother goes by the name of Tatsumi, who was a childhood friend of Oga. And Tatsumi was the kid who protected Oga from bullies before Oga decided to become a pro wrestler. So this has a emotional tie. So in regards to what Oga has done so far, he wants to save Tatsumi because they were friends. He saved Tatsumi from an alien, and Tatsumi woke up, and Tatsumi had knowledge, and Tatsumi is still this brave dude, even though he might die. And the funny thing about it is, in the latest chapter, Oga realizes that his sister was captured. His sister goes by the name of Yuki. He wants to save his sister, and Tatsumi's like, I may not have a lot of skills, but I can help, because apparently Tatsumi had hunter training with his grandfather, and when Tatsumi had hunting training with his grandfather, he used a sling to throw rocks at these aliens, and apparently since he knows how to use, since he got his form right and he throws the rock, it literally is like a bullet, and it hits the alien. And now when the aliens realized what Tatsumi was doing, they blew his arm off. Hey y'all, this is Editing GT here. I forgot to tell y'all in regards to the video in regards to Tatsumi being attacked in Alien Headbutt, and the fact that when Oga realized that Tatsumi was attacked and he's close to death, he realizes that he can fight one of these aliens because apparently the alien still had a parasite inside of them, and Oga was thinking, let me get that parasite out of that alien and insert it into Tatsumi and save his life. That's literally the last chapter that we talked about. But anyway, with that being said, back to the actual video. Basically, let me give you an instance of what it looked like. It kind of looked like when Gojo used Hollow Purple on Toji for the first time, and all of this was gone. That's basically what that was. If not, I'll post a picture here. But in regards to Alien Headbutt, I love the fact that the main character is a pro wrestler. He's a pro wrestler who uses wrestling moves, and he's likable. He's a very likable character. I like Oga as a character. Now, I can't predict if this manga is going to be a long running series or a short running series, because in these days, when it comes to the new mangakas, releasing work, they're usually not that long anymore. They're not going 100, 200, 300 chapters anymore. It's more on the lines of like, I'll stop at 50 or 75, story over. That's basically how some mangakas are. I'm not saying all mangakas are, because Gachi Yakuta is doing a great job and things of that nature. So yeah, like 100%, Gachi Yakuta and Dead Count are doing great jobs currently at the moment. So yeah, I'm rocking with Alien Headbutt. I love it, and I'm gonna be bringing you guys more mangas that I have come across that are fairly new, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. But currently at the moment, Alien Headbutt is good shit. If you have the Shonen Jump, if you have the Shonen Jump app, you can read it there. Now, clearly, you have to pay for it to read the rest of the chapters. But like what I said, I don't know how long this is going to last, because y'all know how finicky Shonen Jump can be. It can be releasing some heaters, but then Shonen Jump like, nah, Japanese audience don't like it. Get rid of it. So yeah. But other than that, I will do my best to support this manga. Like, no BS. I will do my best to support this manga, to support Alien Headbutt, because I'm loving it. Because like what I said, in regards to him doing wrestling moves, he always put GTH in front of it. And when I think GTH, I'm like, is that like an homage to CM Punk with the go to sleep? Now, mind you, I'm a fan of wrestling. I'm a fan of action. But the one thing I'm not a fan of is aliens. I'm not a huge fan of aliens like that. That's why I was scratching my head while I was like, aliens and JJK. But regardless, it is what it is. If what I told you about Alien Headbutt, if that interested you, please go read it. Read it. Enjoy it, support it, and let me know in the comments what you think about Alien Headbutt after you read it, or if you read it already, and if you come across this video, let me know in the comments below what you thought of Alien Headbutt. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my videos, and of course hit the hype button if you are watching on your YouTube mobile app. It really takes the channel far. So with that being said, my name is GT. Who I am. Why in the hell do you think I am? You guys make sure to do make sure what you're here for, and I will catch you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.